people that the very first session of this Mahatmyam, that was not streamed actually. So there was a request to stream it. So we are rebroadcasting it. Uh, this this is a you know we also request you to give us your feedback, those who are listening, and also I request that anyone who comes to listen, you please listen for a few minutes and then uh, leave your comment. If you are leaving, you also leave a comment as to why you are leaving, because otherwise we will never know why you left. Anyway, we now a small introduction to the Mahatmyam. With any grantha, there is associated phala. So, prayojanam anuddishya mandopina pravartate is the Shastra Vakya. Without knowing the prayojana, even a dull-headed person will not indulge in a work. So, before we start any grantha, we should know how great the grantha is. So here we have a Purana, Bhagavata Purana, which is told by Vyasa himself. Even though it is told by Vyasa himself, for those who want to know what the benefits are, that the Mahatmya, that is the greatness of the Grantha, is told by Vyasa himself again in another Grantha written by him, which is Padma Purana. So in Padma Purana, the Bhagavata Mahatmya is described. The greatness of Bhagavata is described. For every Grantha, see, for Ramayana we have a Mahatmya, for Gita we have a Mahatmya. So using some example from our Itihasa, using some example of somebody who derived some great benefit out of it, an instruction is given to us to do the Parayana of Ramayana, Gita, Bhagavatam and so on. So here in the Mahatmyam, there is the story of Narada meeting Bhakti. Bhakti's sons, Jnana and Vairagya, have become very weak because of Yuga becoming Kali Yuga. The whole story in a nutshell is how Jnana and Vairagya are re-enlivened because of the Parayana of Bhagavatam. And the example taken is about a person called Dhundhukari. This Dhundhukari was a very evil person. He had indulged in the most evil deeds. How? By listening to Bhagavatam, he got rid of his Preta Yoni. When a person doesn't get proper Urdhva Daihika is the kriyas that happen after death of an individual in Sanatana Dharma. If he doesn't get Urdhva Daihika, he will roam around as a preta. He will not have the next body yet. So he will keep roaming around as a preta and troubling people. So this Dhundukari was one such preta. How, because of his brother, doing Parayana, Bhagavata Parayana for him, how he got rid of his preta yoni is the story. We will go through the first 2 or 3 shlokas. I'm not remembering, 2 or 3 shlokas which we had done before the next video, which is already there in the channel. सच्चिदानंद रूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादि हेतवे तापत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः. भगवान वयं नुमः, we do namaskara, to Bhagavan. Vayam numah tatham bhutam bhagavantam Satchidananda Rupaya Vishwotpatyadi Hetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya. We do namaskara to whom? Satchidananda Rupaya, the one who is Sat, Chit and Ananda. What is Sat? Sat is that principle which is not limited by space, not limited by time, not limited by substance. A thing may be here now, it may not be in another place. So that is the limitation of space. In the same time, there may be objects which are there in different places. So this is the limitation of space. Next is the limitation of time. I was not there before my birth. I will not be there after I go away. So that is the limitation of time. And substance. In the same space, same time, there may be two substances. So anything which is not limited by space, time and substance, that is called as deshatah, kalatah, vastutah, aparichhinnatvam, that is sat. So it is a continuum in space, continuum in time, and one substance only. Ekarasa, they call in Upanishad the Brahma Tattva as Ekarasa. That Brahma Tattva is Krishna. And such a thing, so to say, thing, Vastu, is not non-living. It is not Jada. It is Chaitanya. That is why it is called as Chit. Because there may be a certain thing which can be deshatah, kalatah, vastutah, aparichinna, but still it may be dead. There is no such thing, but theoretically we can cook up something like that. But actually, Bhagavat Tattva is not a Jada Tattva, it is Chaitanya Tattva. That is why it is called as Chit. Ananda, the Brahma Tattva, the Bhagavat Tattva, is the height of Ananda. Ananda is roughly translated as bliss, pleasure, whatever. So that is the height of Ananda. And so this is in Shastra they call these things as Swarupa Lakshana. We will deal with it later. The Swarupa of Bhagavan is Satchidananda Rupa, and Vishwotpatyadi Hetave, the one which causes the Utpatti, the birth of the Jagat Vishwa. Utpatyadi, Utpatti Sthiti Laya, the generation, the maintenance and destruction of the worlds is also because of Bhagavan. This is called as Tatastha Lakshana. We will deal with it later. Tapatraya Vinashaya. How is it relevant to me? Why should I do namaskara to such a tattva? Because it removes my tapatraya. Tapatraya is the difficulties that arise due to various reasons. Adhyatmika, Adhibhautika, Adhidaivika. Adhyatmika is the difficulties that I have in my mind. Adhibhautika, the difficulties that I encounter because of other animals or other beings. Adhidaivika, the difficulties that I encounter because of godly acts, like too much of rain, too much of heat, and so on. Tapatraya Vinashaya. Bhagavan is a Tapatraya Vinasha. He destroys our Tapatrayas. To such a Bhagavan Shri Krishna, Vayam Namaha, we do Namaskara. Yam Pravrajantam Anupetam Apeta Krityam, Dvaipayano Virahakatara Ajuhava, Putreti Tanmayataya Taravobhineduhu, Tam Sarvabhuta Hridayam Munimanatosmi. Yam Anupeta Yam Anupetam Apeta Krityam Pravrajantam Putreti Tanmayataya Dvaipayanah Virahakatarah Ajuhava Taravah Abhineduhu Tam Sarvabhuta Hridayam Munim Anatosmi. Anatosmi, I am doing namaskara to whom? So this is the typical shaili of a shastra. First we do namaskara to the tattva that is there in the grantha. Then we do a namaskara to the Shastra Pravartaka. Here the Shastra Pravartaka is Shuka. Now it is told about Shuka that when he was born, he was so full of virakti, he was so full of unattachment to the world that as soon as he was born, his vairagya was so much that he started walking towards the forest. Vyasa, although a very great rishi, because this son was Bhagavan himself, Vyasa felt a lot of love for his son. He's and a bit distraught because he's leaving as soon as he was born. So Vyasa is calling out to his son as Putra. Hey Putra, Tanmayataya Ajuhava. He called him out with a lot of love. And this Sarvabhuta Hridaya, the one who resides in all beings' heart. Bhagavan resides in the hearts of all beings. And Shuka was non-different from Bhagavan because he's a Brahmajnani. A Brahmajnani, Brahmavid Brahmaiva Bhavati. So a Brahmajnani also resides in everybody's heart. So as he was leaving Vyasa, even the trees, they felt very unhappy that Shuka was leaving. Taravaha abhineduhu, the trees, they also joined the sound of Vyasa in calling out, please don't go. Anytime Satpurusha leaves us, it causes a lot of pain. Swami Goswami Tulasidasa, he also says, Bichurat ek prana hari leyi, milat ek dukh darun dehi. Satpurusha is someone, if he leaves us, prana hari leyi, he, as though he takes away our pranas. Milat ek dukh darun dehi. Whereas a dushta purusha, if he meets us, he gives us a lot of pain. So here a Satpurusha, this Shuka is leaving, and Vyasa is calling out, and the trees and so on, they also are feeling pain that Shuka is leaving. To such a Shuka, I do namaskara munim anatosmi. Naimishe sutamasinam abhivadya mahamunim kathamrita rasaswada kushalashaunako bravit. In Naimisha Kshetra is a Tirtha Kshetra. Vyasa lives in Naimisharanya, Naimisha Kshetra. And there was a Satra which was going on, a Yajna which was going on. A Yajna, in any Yajna, this Brahma Vichara is part of any Yajna. So Brahma Vichara was happening. And at that time, Sutam Asinam Abhivadya Kathamrita Rasaswada Kushalaha Shaunakaha. The one who knew how to enjoy the Kathamrita of Bhagavan, that Shaunaka, Sutam Asinam Abhivadya Abravit Mahamunim Sutam. Suta is a Shishya of Vyasa himself. And to such a Suta, Shaunaka did Namaskara and asked him, what did he ask? That is part of the second video, which is already there. So we can stop here. We can take any questions. Okay, there are no questions. So we can stop here. Swasti.